guys, so welcome back to my channel for a pregnancy update. This video is going to be my current pregnancy update. I apologize for, blowing up everybody's feed with my videos. I'm just trying to get caught up with my channel since I haven't been on YouTube in a long time. So I've been trying to get my channel back out there and all that good stuff. So be patient with me. I'm still trying to get caught up and all that good stuff. So anyway, today I am 28 weeks and 1 day pregnant. My weeks roll over on Saturdays, so excuse me, I'm out of breath. So yesterday was Saturday, and yeah, so my weeks rolled over yesterday. So today is Christmas Eve, and tomorrow's, obviously Christmas. And I just remember thinking, like, when I first found out I was pregnant, I was counting my months and was wondering how far along I was going to be, like, around Christmas. And I'm pretty far along. I'm officially in my 3rd trimester, so it's pretty awesome. I'm very, very excited and very, very nervous at the same time, but more excited more than anything. So I'm going to go ahead and start listing off. I keep, like, a little book on hand just because I write down all kinds of all of my symptoms, which is a very long list. And after I go through my symptoms, I'm going to go through my favorite products for pregnancy all around, and especially this week, especially these past few weeks, and what I'm going to be using for the next 3 months. So that's pretty much how much, a trimester, 3 months, 3, so I've got 3 months left. So, okay, so I'm going to start off with my symptoms. My first one is, I have written down, is dizziness, and I get that from, from sitting, going from sitting to standing too fast, or even just going slow. I still feel, standing up slowly, I still feel pretty dizzy. But I feel the most feel worse when I'm like laying down, getting up from laying down, or even just laying down in general and just switching positions at night. I get really, really dizzy, and that's been a symptom for the past month. So that's probably the worst one I'm experiencing right now. It's very uncomfortable, very unpleasant. I feel sick from it. I get vertigo and all that good stuff. So yeah, I actually have a doctor's appointment next Thursday, and I probably am going to mention it to my doctor, but I'm pretty sure it's normal around this time. And especially if I have a headache, like a migraine, I'm usually pretty prone to having migraines. So like, yeah, if I have a migraine or something, my dizziness gets a lot worse. It's awful, and I would have a migraine for probably almost a week. And that's very, very hard to deal with, especially like because I'm raising a toddler and I'm also pregnant, so it's very hard sometimes. I have been experiencing some round ligament pain the past few days. I kind of took a break from that for a while. I haven't had any round ligament pain for a while, and then all of a sudden this past week, it's been bad. Like, I would wake up just to go to the bathroom, and in the middle of the night, and just from getting up, it's like my muscles get real tight, like, around the pelvic area, and it's like, it gets pretty sore. And yesterday morning, I scared my fiance pretty bad from waking up to a Charlie horse, and I was just in excruciating pain. If you guys don't know what a Charlie horse is, which I'm sure you guys do know what it is, it's just a really severe cramp in your calves. I do remember that with my previous pregnancy, like around this time in my 3rd trimester, I experienced those a lot. The only really solution to that is to drink a ton of water and a bunch of bananas, potassium. Potassium actually prevents muscle cramps and stuff. Excuse me, as I'm talking right now, she's got the hiccups. That's something that's very new and very, very exciting for me. I think like about 3 days ago, I felt her hiccups for the first time, and it actually kept me up. It actually kept me up for about an hour or to half an hour, like a couple nights ago. So it was a really neat experience, but it's like, oh, I just want to sleep. You know, they say, like, you know, the last few months of pregnancy are like test runs for when she actually gets here. Before I get any further, my son might come in through the door here and hop up into the video, so okay, so my next one, I have dry skin, a very itchy belly. I think it's pretty normal because I'm stretching, definitely getting some mood swings, exhaustion, usually like around when like 5 or 6 o'clock hits, I'm just really tired. And shortness of breath, like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm like, okay. Thick hair. I have always had like thick hair at the beginning, even in the first trimester. But even before that, my hair was really thin. I remember after I had my first baby, my hair was like falling out. I think it was just because of the change in hormones and all that good stuff, and I breastfed. So, like, the hormones that come with breastfeeding and all that probably made my hair thinner and fall out a lot easier, so I'm enjoying my thick hair for now, because I usually have pretty thin hair. I'm not really breaking out any pimples on my face. I have a cold sore, and I noticed a few pimples, maybe like on my arms, but that's nothing too serious or anything. Let's see, frequent urination, especially at night, because, you know, I try to drink a ton of water at night, because the less water I drink, the more severe my dizziness is, and I've already complained about the dizziness and the start of my symptoms, and it's pretty bad, so drinking a ton of water really helps with that. Swelling, my feet are starting to swell, so are my fingers a little bit, but it's been checked by the doctor, and it's normal pregnancy swelling. I try to keep my feet up, you know. You should always try to keep your feet up and to prevent some severe swelling or numbness in your toes and all that good stuff. Definitely a big appetite. I have been craving mostly cereal. I don't know what it is with cereal. I have a sweet tooth this time around. Mac and cheese, and, you know, especially now it's around the holidays, everybody's making all this amazing food, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so hard for me to not, you know, indulge in it, which I try to just, you know, try not to overindulge, because that's bad for me and baby, so I have to try to control myself today, especially, because I think I'm visiting, 2 different families today, my fiance's side of the family, and then my family. And, okay, continuing on, lots of baby movement. She has been kicking me in the ribs, and, you know, in my pelvic area, like, she'll kick so hard, where I would be just, like, walking, and she would kick so hard and be like, ow, you know, like, she's, like, I feel like she's trying to get out or something. But, yeah, that's something that's been very, very exciting, though. That's my favorite part of pregnancy. It's just feeling her move and all that good stuff. Feeling when your baby move is just such an awesome feeling. And seeing your family feel the baby move as well is pretty awesome. And there's, like, some days where she will not be moving that much, which I get worried about that, but my doctor said it was fine. Because they're starting to get into, like, regular sleep cycles now, and they're just like us. Like, there's days where we're really tired and we don't move a whole lot. And then there's days where we're up and about and we have a lot of energy, so... And plus she's growing really fast. She's doing a lot of work on her body, on her part, so these days that she sleeps more, you know, she's not moving as much. But she still moves. And she's got the hiccups right now still, and I don't think she likes the hiccups because she's kicking. And my next one is congestion. I've had that since day one of being pregnant, and I think it's a mixture of being pregnant and allergies. I have been feeling a lot of Braxton Hicks, and that's something that that's probably like the worst the dizziness and the Braxton Hicks contractions are probably like the worst part that I dread the most about pregnancy. But they are Braxton Hicks. They're nothing consistent or anything like that. So, but yeah, that's when your stomach gets all hard and it's very uncomfortable. It kind of takes your breath away a little bit, and it is kind of painful. And at least for me, it is. But they last like a minute or even a half. It's just so irregular. But still, it happens when I'm walking sometimes, even when I'm sitting. I'm just like trying to stretch back, like, oh, my belly's hard, and I mean, it gets like rock hard, and it's very uncomfortable. But it's just practice for labor and delivery. Pelvic pressure. Every time I have a Braxton Hicks, I feel a lot of pelvic pressure. Breast tenderness, of course. Back pain, muscle pain, and I mentioned that I had a Charlie horse the other day, which is very, very painful. I noticed more bleeding gums. I have gingivitis, but I feel like I really need to see the dentist. I probably should make that on my to-do list because I haven't seen a dentist yet. Constipation, yeah. Yeah, it's real. And heartburn. The heartburn is, I've had heartburn for probably since the beginning of the second trimester, or even before that. It just depends on what you eat too. Like the more severity, like of the acid of something you eat, you're obviously going to have really bad heartburn. So that's that. And I'm actually gonna, I don't know if you have seen any of my other pregnancy videos that I have done in the past, but I have always read out of my What to Expect When You're Expecting book, and I've used it my whole entire pregnancy. I've read out of it. There's just so much advice and helpful tips in there. Like if you don't feel like calling your doctor and you're just curious about something that's kind of small and it's not too serious, you can always look it up in here. But if you're, seriously worried about something that will not go away, like keeps nagging at your mind, you need to call your doctor. Because I've done that multiple times and I felt guilty for calling my doctor, but it was worth it because I figured out, nothing's wrong, and I got a peace of mind, and I'm sure like every doctor's office has an on-call doctor, even during the weekends, like after hours and that good stuff. So I wouldn't depend on this book just for a diagnosis, but it's just for like helpful tips and advice, and like how the baby's doing that week and that month. So I'm gonna go ahead and read week 28. It says this week. Here, I can't really see. Okay, this week your amazing baby has reached 2 1/4 pounds, and may be almost 15 inches long. Baby's skill of the week is blinking, and I think that's so cool. She's opening her eyes now, which is really cool. And it says, along with other tricks in the growing, what? I think that's a typo. Sorry. She's hiccuping and taking practice breaths, and your baby can now blink those little sweet eyes. Dreaming about your baby may be dreaming too. Courtesy of the REM rapid eye movement, sleep he or she has already started dreaming. But this little dreamer isn't ready for birthday just yet, though those lungs are nearly fully mature by now, making it easier for your baby and you to breathe a little easier if he or she were born now. Your little bundle still has a lot of growing to do. So I've read on like multiple apps, like if she was born today, she would have a 90% chance of survival. Of course, I don't want her to be born today. I want her to be full term, healthy, all that good stuff. So, but it's always a reassuring thought that if something were to happen, like if my water were to break right now, for some reason, that she would be okay she would have medical help and all that good stuff, but she would be okay. So yeah, this is what the baby will look like towards the end of month 7. So I am 6 months pregnant, but when I complete 7 months of my pregnancy, that's what she will look like. And as you can see, the baby has hair now, and I don't know if my baby's gonna have hair or not, because my firstborn was he was patchy. He was mostly bald. So I'm actually hoping she's going to have a lot of hair. So let me go back to the 6-month picture, because that's more accurate of what she's, excuse me, what she looks like now. I'm in the 5th month. Back up. That's 7th month. Where is it? Okay. There we go. That's more accurate right there. Which looks about the same, just a little smaller. But yeah, she's gaining all that baby fat and stuff now, so that's how she's doing. They say that, like, the app that I use, it's actually the Ovia app, which I highly recommend. It's saying that she's the size of 2 coconuts. Two coconuts next to each other. So that's a pretty big baby. I think it's pretty big. And she's probably almost 3 pounds. At this point, she could be, you know, there's so many different growth rates because every baby's different. She could be smaller, she could be a little bigger. I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and move along to my favorite products of the whole pregnancy and specifically for the 3rd trimester too. So my first one is, okay, I drink water all the time. That's all I ever really drink. Every now and then I will drink like a little glass of tea or a cup of coffee or something like that, just to change up my taste and stuff, because you know, water gets kind of boring sometimes. So this is the kind of water I drink. It's called Core. I used to drink like a ton of Fiji water, and Fiji water is delicious. I love Fiji water, but it can get very expensive. And this is about, it's got like perfect pH balance. It's ultra purified. It's got electrolytes and minerals, free from iron, and all that good stuff. And it's a giant bottle. So it's, and after I drink the whole thing of it, I actually just refill it up and just keep drinking out of it, because it helps me keep dehydrated. And I've got a little toddler running around too, because when I have a giant cup of water just sitting around, he dumps it. So this is very handy just to have a water bottle around. So that's my favorite kind of water I've been using this week. And I just started doing pregnancy yoga yesterday, and I love it. The pregnancy yoga is just, I don't know, I wish I would have started sooner, but I ordered a video off of Amazon, or a DVD, and it's called Yoga Bellies. And I really enjoyed it. I'm a very, you know, spiritual person. When it, you know, I'm all about, like, it's kind of hard to explain, about connecting with the earth and yourself and just trying to relax. So this is very, very helpful, and I feel like this would help with, you know, loosening up your abdominal muscles, strengthening them, and getting them ready for childbirth as well. So I highly suggest that. This DVD, it's very awesome. And for my itchy skin, it's mostly for my belly. It's been pretty itchy because it's getting bigger and all that good stuff. But my mom, she actually made this homemade salve, and it's made out of dandelion and I think rosehip. I think that's I think that's what she said. I can't really remember, but it smells really good. And it's handmade and everything. It's really awesome. Like, it looks, that's what it looks like. And I've been using a ton of it. You know, every time my stomach feels itchy, I put it on, and it relieves it like right away. But I have to keep reapplying it, maybe like every few hours or so, but it lasts a long time. And so far I haven't had any like stretch marks, new stretch marks on my belly or anything. So I thought that was really cool. And it's okay to use too, by a doctor. That's what my doctor said. My doctor said it was okay to use. But I've also been using this too. It's called Tummy Butter. This also is like, it's not handmade like from a relative or anything, but I bought this at the store, and it's very awesome. It's all like natural products. Like, it's got, let's see, it's got It's hypoallergenic, no artificial colors, vitamin E, almond oil, and soothing lavender, and cocoa butter. So it's all like natural. It's like got like no chemicals or anything in it. Like hydrocortisone, which hydrocortisone, don't get me wrong, it works. It works really well. But I always try to go the natural route because, you know, I just think it's better. Another thing I've been using on my whole body is the Aveeno Stress Relief, and I really enjoyed using this, especially after I had my firstborn, because it helps with stress. I feel like it does, just because of the smell, and it keeps your skin really moisturized, and especially when it's cold outside, your skin gets really dry. But it's lavender and chamomile. If I said that right or wrong, I'm sorry. But it moisturizes for 24 hours. You guys know how good Aveeno is. I love Aveeno. And I've also been using, this is really cool, I've been using a pregnancy journal that I've been using this whole time. I actually bought it in my second trimester. I ordered it off of Amazon. It was, I think it was $12. I'm not exactly sure. But it's a very neat little book. You can write down, it's a documentary. Like document like your whole pregnancy, your first trimester, and everything. So it's pretty awesome. Highly recommend getting one of these if you're into like journaling and stuff. So that is I think that's pretty much it for my update. I can't really think of anything else. I'm sorry this video was kind of long, but I will go ahead and do my belly shot, and yeah, I'll go from there. Alright, here is my 28-week and 1-day baby bump. This is what my belly looks like with my shirt. Side view, front view. I feel very, very big. And I still have 3 months to go. Side view, and then I'll do that. You can see, like, those aren't actually new stretch marks, those are actually old from my previous pregnancy. So as you can see, I'm already pretty stretched out from my previous pregnancy, and my first baby, my belly button actually did not pop out, so I feel like there's a foot right there. Yeah, I think there's a foot. She's kicking, but I feel like my belly button's gonna pop out this time because I still have 3 months, and I mean, look at it. There's another side view. Yeah, I feel very pregnant. Well, that's it for week 28. Sorry if this video was long, but yeah, that's it. So yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed my video. If you guys would like to, please give this video a front thumbs up, and if you want to see or know anything else, like any other info about any more products I use or anything like that, please let me know in the comments, and subscribe if you like my videos, and give me a thumbs up. So, so I will see you guys later. Bye.